NKTelco Sports. We are here at Marion Local High School for girls varsity basketball action, where the Fort Loramie Redskins take on the Marion Local Flyers. Today's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Schwierdeman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture of Sydney, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NKTelco, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, Rain Refrigerations, and First National Bank. Our fine sponsors here at the hangar at Marion Local High School. Along with Ron Cruzy, I'm Dave Kanapke. Fort Loramie and Marion Local. Fort Loramie concluding a great season, Ron. 20-1, they went undefeated in the Shelby County League. A lot of talent on this team.
Yeah, it is. Their only loss was a 44-43 loss to West Liberty Salem back on December the 10th. This will be their final regular season game before they enter the Division IV tournament. The #1 seeded Redskins will play the #13 seeded Mississinawa Valley on February 19th at Sydney High School. They're led by 5'8" junior Marissa Myring, averaging 11 points a game, and 5'11" sophomore Dana Rose at 8.1 points a game.
Their opponents, the home team, the Marion Local Flyers, improved from last year when they just won 5 games, dead even 10-10 on the season.
Yeah, they're coming off of a 57-45 loss to New Bremen. After tonight's game, they have one regular season game left, and that's with Coldwater. They're seeded 6th in the tournament. They're going to play Upper Soda Valley February 20th at St. Mary's. And they're led by 5'6" senior Natalie Rethman at 9.7 points a game, and 5'7" sophomore Heidi Rethman at 9.3 points a game.
So it'll be the Flyers and the Redskins. We'll be back with the starting lineups here on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
Welcome back to the hangar. Both teams taking a picture. This is the Impact game. They're honoring 2 men who passed away in the last year, Dan Toby and Aaron Rose, both with connections to both schools, and both have had a lasting impact on both schools, hence the Impact theme. So nice way to honor those 2 gentlemen here at the hangar. They honored them a weekend ago at the boys game, so doing the same here today between these 2 schools. Know each other quite well. So the starting lineups first for Fort Loramie, 20-1 on this season. Starting off, number 12, Kennedy Gephardt, a 5'5" junior. Taylor Adderman, a 5'5" junior. Dana Rose, number 30, a 5'11" sophomore. Marissa Myring, a 5'9" junior. And then the center position, number 22, Kenzie Holscher, a 6-foot sophomore. Head coach for the Redskins, of course, in her 20th year, Carla Siegel, 405 wins on her career. Now for the Lady Flyers, head coach Beth Strive, 10-10 on the season. At the point guard, number 12, Natalie Rethman, a 5'6" senior. Number 4, Kelsey Koenig, a 5'6" junior. Number 10, Heidi Rethman, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 32, Brooke Homan, a 5'9" junior. And in the middle for the Flyers, 5'11" sophomore, number 24, Elena Pullman for the Flyers. Well, we got a minute, Ron. Let's talk about our keys to the game. Brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Let's first start with Fort Loramie.
Fort Loramie, the first key is turn steals into points. Fort Loramie averages 17 steals per game. The next one is distribute the ball. The Redskins have 5 players averaging between 6.7 and 11 points per game. For the Marion local Flyers, they need to win the rebounding battle. The Flyers average 24 rebounds a game, while the Redskins average 31. The second key for the Flyers, handle defensive pressure. The Flyers average 14.7 turnovers a game. They must stay below that number tonight.
Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza in Newport, Ohio, as the tip is controlled by the Flyers. Natalie Rethman, the leading scorer at 9.7, gives it up. They work it around the perimeters. Koenig gives it to Homan. Now to Heidi Rethman. Against the man-to-man defense for the Fort Loramie Redskins. Koenig loses it momentarily. Tries to pass it, knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Flyers.
There's a deflection right off the bat. That was Marissa Meyering with a deflection. You won't see much better defense than you'll see tonight with the Fort Loramie Redskins.
As you mentioned, they average 10 steals a game. Is that their number right? And
yeah, 17 steals a game. They force 23 turnovers a game.
Nice drive there by Heidi Rethman off the glass for the basket. Chance for the three-point play. This foul is on Dana Rose. Able to convert. Dana Rose will bring up. It's like a zone trap pressure. Ratterman in. Ada Rotterman with the tray.
Fort Loramie.
There's a pressure ball on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. That will turn it over to Fort Loramie.
Yeah, you'll notice Marion Local likes to break the press by passing the ball, not necessarily dribbling through traps. And you'll see Fort Loramie trapping the ball all over the place, and that's how they create so many steals.
Holscher with the basketball, gives it up to Meyering. Leading scorer at 11 points a game. Gives it up. Rotterman could have shot a 3. Kicks it in the corner to Gephardt. Gephardt, one of the captains on the team. They work it around the perimeter. Rose in the corner. Back to Gephardt. 3, in and out. Rebound Rose, kicks it out to Rotterman. Over to Gephardt. Long 2. Shot there by Holscher. Rebound Flyers. Up ahead all the way to Pullman. Knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Flyers.
And Pullman does a nice job there running the floor, and they let her just a little bit too far. Plus, the Redskins deflected the ball out of bounds.
Good job by Kenzie Holscher to knock it away. Koenig drives, puts up a shot, banks it in. So the 2 successful bank shots for the Flyers give them a 5-3 lead. Redskins all back on the attack. Rotterman with another 3, too short. Rebound goes off of Pullman. It will stay with the Redskins.
You see Fort Loramie in what looks like maybe an open post offense or 4 out and 1 in. But normally, even on their open post, they'll have a cutter go down low and post up.
Inbound pass there, Marissa Meyering with the basket. Ties it up to 5-5 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Think first. Flyers break the pressure. Koenig will usually run the point. Rethman sisters are usually on the wings. They inbound at that time to Homan. She draws a foul. Foul on 42, Marissa Meyering. Flyers 10-10 on the season, have not won more than 2 in a row all season. Natalie Rethman with the jumper. Tipped away, Holscher with the basketball. Up ahead, Rotterman for the layup is fouled.
So you see Fort Loramie pushing the ball up the floor also. They try to beat the other team down the floor, and they do that with good rebounding and then a nice angle pass there and off the glass, but couldn't make it.
Rotterman hits the first. A couple substitutions. Caitlin Gasson, number 11, a sophomore, and number 21, Ava Scholdes, a freshman.
Rotterman comes in at 84% from the free throw line on the season.
Team that shoots 71% as a team, which is an excellent mark for a high school program. Converts both of them.
And like so many good teams, they make more foul shots than their opponent shoots.
Yep. It's always was a trademark of the Bobby Knight Indiana teams, and you do a lot of things right if you can get the foul line more than they make them. Inside to Holman, that's knocked away. Outlet pass to Gasson. Scholdes and in. You mentioned it earlier, they do such a great job of pushing it. It doesn't even look like a fast break, and they end up with a layup.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons they average 60 points a game.
Very high average in this era of high school girls basketball. Pass to Holman. Koenig, Trey. Kelsey Koenig with the trifecta.
And for those of you who say, well, they score 60 because they probably don't play defense, they only give up 28 points a game.
It's a margin of 32 points a game.
Yeah, so they play on both ends.
They've only had 5 games that have been within 20 points. Amazing. Shot by Holscher. Battle for the rebound. Scholdes comes up with it. Kicks it to Gasson. She's open for the 3 and hits it. Caitlin Gasson knocks down the tray and a 4-point lead for the Redskins.
So you see right away they're attacking the Marion defense both inside and outside. They're getting a lot of open shots from the 3-point line.
3-ball. Heidi Rethman with the basket. It's pretty good shooting here so far.
Marion's shooting very well, but they're not getting back on defense.
It's again a quick layup that time, this time to Marion. Lead back to 3 for the Redskins.
So right away you see they have to get back. Transition defense is a big factor.
Steal and stolen right back. Rethman to the hole will draw the foul.
So both teams are trying to push the ball. There you're going to see a replay. Just couldn't get a clear shot.
Rethman hits the first. Averages 9.7, was second team All-MAC last year. Sure she'll get some recognition on the MAC teams that I think come out this week or later in the week. They're a pretty good foul shooting team as well. It's 65%. She leads the MAC in foul shooting at 83%. There's almost a turnover there. It's put off into the game, didn't see it. Around the perimeter. Scholdes with the basketball. Gasson, they go to Gephardt. 3:09 to go first quarter. Along with Ron Cruzy, I'm Dave Knapke. Glad you're joining us here on NKTelco Sports. Last regular season game for Fort Loramie, the second to the last one for Marion Local. Drive, Gasson will give it up. Gephardt, 18-footer, in and out. Rebound, Pullman.
And that time Fort Loramie showed them a different set there. They weren't in the 4 out and 1 in.
Ava Rose with the basketball. Koenig to Rethman. Back to Rose. Flyers down by just 2. That's tipped away, stolen. Scholdes to Gephardt. Layup's too strong, but Scholdes gets a rebound. Kicks it out, Rose hits it.
So they're getting a lot of layups, and if they miss it, they're going to get the rebound and kick it back for the easy
Good basketball game so far here. Rose gives it up to Pullman. Tries to drive, picks up her dribble to Koenig. Now Rethman. Napke's underneath trying to get open. Shot up by Rose and in. Check that, Kelsey Koenig with the basket.
They've only missed one shot so far here in the quarter.
Put off with the tray. Rebound Rethman. Outlet pass, Koenig wasn't looking for it, able to catch it. As a reset, they only missed one shot and they're still down by 1 point.
Yeah, it looks like they're more comfortable playing the half-court game. They're trying to get the high-low from Pullman on the inside.
Rose, Koenig to the basket, too strong. Scholas up ahead, knocked away. Gephardt tries to steal back, Koenig ends up with it.
That time Marion did a good job transition defense. They got back in time and came up with a steal.
Rethman now running the offense. Rose, they go to Pullman, off the glass and in. Nice isolation there. Gasson takes it to the hole, is fouled. She'll be shooting two.
Yeah, she went in, took a jump stop there, and they got bumped. So quite a few people here thought that was traveling, but I think the reason she did, if she did travel, it was because she got bumped.
The point is Gasson with a foul shot. We're Coleman back in the game, Heidi Rethman as well, Holscher and Marion back in for the Redskins. Second one for Gasson, rolls it in. Redskins retake the lead as Rotterman checks back in the lineup. High scoring first quarter, down to the last 30 seconds. It's Rethman across the timeline to her sister Heidi. Homan to Rose. Down to 20 seconds. Rethman through the lane, a little hook shot, too strong. Long outlet pass ahead to Marion, too long. That'll go out of bounds.
That looked like a Kevin Love pass all the way down. Took that ball back over her head and threw it.
You're right. Down to 10 seconds. Rethman gets the ball back. 4 seconds. Trying to set up a shot. Heidi Rethman throws one up. We've played 1 quarter of basketball on your First National Bank scoreboard. Redskins 18, Flyers 17. We'll be right back.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
High scoring first quarter as Fort Loramie with a 1-point lead. Dave Kanapke with Ron Cruzy. Some good basketball the first quarter.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good basketball up and down the floor. And we've seen some fast breaks. We've seen good defense, pressure defense from both teams. And both teams are handling it well. 3 turnovers for Marion and 3 turnovers for Fort Loramie.
Flyers with the basketball. They down to Pullman. Turnaround in. Elena Pullman with the basket.
Nice move there. We got her down on the block that time instead of outside. That's something different that we didn't see in the first quarter.
Work it around the perimeter. Marion now to Gephardt. Pass to Rose goes off of her hands. Turn over to the Flyers.
That was a nice set play there by Fort Loramie to get the back door, but unable to connect.
Koenig turnaround. Gets iron. Rotterman with the rebound. Flyers up by 1 here. Redskins trying to close out this season with their 17th win in a row after they were 4-1 at one time. They only lost to West Liberty Salem, have won 16 since.
Fort Loramie in the first quarter, 6 of 13.
Rotterman with the tray.
Marion Local first quarter, 6 of 10.
Gives the lead, 2-point lead to the Redskins. Koenig's three's off the mark. Marion, the basketball. Into the corner, it's Gephardt. Rose back to Gephardt. Man-to-man defense by the Flyers. At the elbow, Holscher banks it and rolls it in.
Not sure she wanted to do that, but it worked.
Banks open late here in Maria Stein. Now a 4-point lead for the Redskins. Emily Neefeld in the lineup with the basketball. Gives it to Pullman. She thought about a three. Southmore gives it to fellow sophomore Rethman, who drives, steps on the baseline.
I'm surprised they didn't go back to Pullman on the block after she gave that pass up. She passed the ball to the baseline and then went to set the screen.
And it's been an effective play for him so far. Question is, can Marion keep up this pace? Fort Loramie plays a very deep bench, can go 10, 11 deep if needed.
Fort Loramie goes to a 1-4 set.
Gasson, wing to Holscher, back to Gasson around. Imwale had the basketball, number 33. Rotterman to Holscher, turnaround, and one.
So they're giving different looks to the Marion defense. They're not, you know, it makes it hard for Marion when you come down the floor and all of a sudden the person you're guarding isn't that place anymore. They're giving them different sets and run their offense off of that.
Let's get a good look on the replay. Some great ball movement that set too.
You can tell from the numbers that they move the ball around a lot. They're very unselfish. When you got 5 players averaging between 6.7 and 11 points a game, that's good team basketball.
Holman gives it up to Koenig. Flyers now down by 7. It's a 1-point lead at the quarter break. And there's a steal. Imwale comes up with the ball.
Nice move.
Reverse layup. Kenzie Holscher. Timeout Flyers. Yeah, great play there.
Oh, a little shot fake, took the baseline, and then put a reverse layup up.
Well, we got a minute. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Wilson Health, Caring Without Limits, Precision Strip, NKT.TV, PolarStore.com, Wagner's IGA, servicing communities for over 95 years, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, Moran's Refrigeration, your appliance expert, serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schruderman Pharmacies, located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapakoneta, New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Minster, Danocare, Francis Furniture. Coming out of the timeout, Fort Loramie, the 9-point lead. 28-19 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
So they took the press off. They picked them up at half court that time, man to man.
10-2 run here to start the quarter. And there'll be a foul underneath against the Redskins.
Redskin foul on 21. Schultes, her second, team's
foul on Schultes. JV game tonight was won by Fort Loramie. That concludes an undefeated season for the JV Redskins under Coach Phil Barhorst. Coach Barhorst has a heck of a record for Fort Loramie at the JV level. Pass in and a basket for the Flyers by Brooke Homan. Or check that, Refman with the basket.
So if you're a Redskin fan and you've seen every game, you've only seen the one loss from both the varsity, or between the varsity and the reserve team.
Caitlin Gasson with the basket. Just 5'2", she came up strong with that layup. She's getting another look.
And Fort Loramie has yet to miss a shot here in the second quarter.
Nice body control. Only 5'2". Gasson very small, but plays very strong, trying to complete the three-point play. Rolls in and out. Rethman setting up this play for the Flyers.
You see the man-to-man defense of Fort Loramie. Nobody's playing on the weak side of the floor. Every defender is a half court or on the strong side.
Almost a steal by Gasson, and Heidi Rethman makes her pay. That's the lead to 6, 30-24, Fort Loramie over Marion Local.
Heidi Rethman, that's her 14th three for the season. She came in the game 13 of 45.
Down to Gasson, in some trouble, kicks it out. Holscher, 18-footer, knocks it down.
They still haven't missed a shot here in the second quarter. 6 of 6.
32-24. Drive, kick out to Pullman, that's knocked away.
And another deflection. That time Kenzie Holscher knocked the ball out of bounds.
This is the 6th MAC team that Fort Loramie is playing this year, and obviously they're 5-0 in their previous MAC opponents. Ball on the floor, jump ball. That will turn it over to the Redskins. Fort Loramie has defeated New Bremen, Versailles, and New Knoxville. And those were 3 in a row at the end of December. Those teams had very good records. They beat them all by 20. They beat Minster in double overtime, which was a classic, and they beat St. Henry a couple weeks ago. Fort Loramie's always played a lot of MAC teams. Been pretty successful, especially this year. Holscher can't get it to fall. Rose with a nice rebound. Gephardt in.
That time they got 2 open shots by kicking the ball out from underneath the basket. They threw it out one time to the wing and the next time out above the key and got the open 3.
That shooting continues. Pullman in some trouble, gets away. Too far under, tries the second time, blocked by Holscher. Pass ahead to Marion, she chases it down and in. Basket, 13-point lead for the Redskins. Timeout Flyers. We'll step aside. You're watching girls high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Going into this quarter, Fort Loramie just a 1-point lead. Now 6 minutes into it, Ron. They're up by 13.
Yeah, they just keep at it. There's another deflection. Defensively, that wears on you, I think, as the game goes on, the way they play defense.
And on the other side, Marion's played a very solid game so far.
Yeah, Marion hasn't played bad. They're just behind on the number of shots, maybe.
Rebound by Pullman. Rethman goes up. That's blocked. Roderman ahead as they push it to Rose. Back. Roderman with the tray, in and out. Battle for the rebound. No jump ball. Flyers come up with it.
And once again, you see Fort Recovery get it inside the lane and then kick it back out. And for the season, they're shooting 45% from the field.
And there's Gephardt, jump stop, nice move. Kennedy Gephardt, the junior, with the basket. Lead now 15, 39-24.
And they shoot 35% from the three-point line. So, you know, you got to choose your poison, so to speak, if you're Marion, what you want them to do.
And that three-point percentage, I did a game in early January. They played against Anna, and I think their shooting percentage, the shot goes up by Koenig, gets a rebound and in. Kelsey Koenig with a nice move. What I started to say, I think around early January, their three-point shooting was like 26%. They've really improved that. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Redskins.
And that's kind of what you want to see as a coach. You know, you want to see your shooting get better as the season goes on. And that's the way it should be. You know, girls are coming off volleyball, a lot of them. Different sports, maybe soccer at some schools and so forth. So you want to see their shooting improve, and Fort Loramie has done that.
Jaden put off. Good defense by Pullman, and Holman comes up with the rebound. Under 38 seconds to play. That will go out of bounds. It will stay with the Flyers.
And that's another deflection by Kenzie Holscher. I think she's had 4 deflections, and maybe possibly more, but 4 that I remember.
They'll do a great job, a great defense. And there is a foul on Gephardt. That will just be the 15th foul. Haven't shot a lot of foul shots so far. No one-on-ones, of course. 39-26. Redskins with 32 seconds to go. Pullman driving against Holscher. Gives it up to Rethman. Down to 25 seconds. Pullman. And then Natalie Rethman down to 15 through the lane. The runner too strong. Rebound to Marion. Foul in the backcourt. Foul on Natalie Rethman. Just the 15th foul, and Redskin ball is just 10.8 seconds to go.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it won't take them very long to get down the other end of the floor.
They have their tall players are great ball handlers. Holscher will get it to Rose. She'll grid up across the timeline, looking for a teammate. Gephardt will drive with a runner, short. Rebound on the floor. That will end the half of play. Your score on the First National Bank scoreboard: Fort Loramie 39, Marion Local 26. We'll take a break and come back with the first half stats when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
We're at halftime. The Fort Loramie Lady Redskins up on the Lady Flyers of Marion Local by 13. With the first half numbers, Mr. Ron Cruzy.
For the Fort Loramie Redskins, they are 15 of 26. Very good shooting from the field. 4 of 8 from the three-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. They're out rebounding the Flyers 12-9. Turnovers 7 for the Flyers, 4 for the Redskins. The Flyers are 10 of 22, almost 50% from the field. 3 of 4 from the three-point line, that's 75%, I think. And from the free throw line, 100%, 3 of 3. So good-looking numbers for both teams. And I think it just comes down to, possibly a slight edge there on rebounding and a few more shots from the Fort Loramie Redskins.
And it was a one-point game at the end of the first quarter, but that first half of the second quarter, for a while, Fort Loramie didn't miss a shot.
Right. They were like 5 of 5 or 7 of 7, I think, from the floor at one time there in the second quarter. Marion, they started out well in the first quarter. They went a long time before they missed 2 shots. So both teams are shooting the ball well. Not a whole lot of turnovers. We were worried maybe, Fort Loramie forces 23 turnovers a game. Marion right now has 7, so they're doing a good job of controlling the basketball.
Leading scorers today for Marion Local, Heidi Rethman with 11, Kelsey Koenig with 4. For the Redskins, Kenzie Holscher with 9, Taylor Rotterman with 8. There's Natalie Rethman with the tray.
So right away they start with a 3-point shot. 4 of 5 on the game.
Redskins on the attack. They outscored Fort Loramie 21-9 in the second quarter. Into Rose and banks it in.
There they started with an open post offense, pass and cut. They hit the cutter.
Full court pressure has caused some, not a whole lot of trouble for Fort Loramie.
Well, they took that off the second quarter. Now they put it back on. There's a nice pass.
Natalie to Heidi Rethman for the basket. So break the pressure.
They lost communication there, did the Redskins. They had 2 players at the foul line, but left the basket open.
Myring, jumper. Holscher gets a rebound. Off the mark, Myring with a rebound. Gets another rebound. 4 chances. It goes out of bounds, and Fort Loramie will get the ball again.
Well, that hurt their shooting percentage there.
Get 3 offensive rebounds, though.
Yes, they did that.
Rotterman will inbound it. Fort Loramie, no seniors on the entire roster, as they're 20-1, number 1 ranked in Division IV in the state.
So you're trying to say the future might look bright for Fort Loramie?
That looked very bright. As Gephardt draws a foul, she will shoot 2.
Fire foul number 4, Kelsey Koenig. Her second.
So yeah, I often say that I'd like to go to one of their practices. That'd be some pretty good basketball, as they often play 10 players, and that'd be some of the toughest games they've had They've only had 5 games within 20 points. Had the double overtime win over Minster. They lost by 1 to West Liberty Salem. They also had a really big comeback against Miami East. They were down by 6 with something like 10 seconds, and they pulled it off. So right now they have an 11-point lead. Rethman to the hole and in.
That was a nice move. She kind of stepped to her left and shot off balance, but off the glass and in.
Heidi Rethman with 15 points already. Averages 9.3. Southmore having a nice game. Gephardt kicks it to Holscher. Spin move, cut off. Now to Gephardt. Rework the offense. On the wing, it's Roderman. And now the Redskins have 3 juniors and a sophomore, and there's a steal by Brooke Homan. Pass ahead to Koenig and in. Great play by Brooke Homan.
So now it's Marion's turn. They haven't missed a field goal yet here in the 3rd quarter.
3 ball off the mark. Flyers on a little bit of a run here.
Fort Loramie's had a dry spell.
Flyers 9-3 so far here in the 2nd half against the Redskins. Lob into Pullman, knocked out of bounds.
Pullman had her defender sealed down there on the block. Looked like they could have entered it from the wing, but they entered it from the elbow with a lob, and it kind of got away from them.
Gasson and Scholtes into the game. Rethman short on the tray. Natalie gets her own rebound, shot up, rolls off, and then she will foul. Couple good looks, just couldn't fall there for the senior Natalie Rethman. So a 7-point lead, 42-35, 5 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter.
So both teams played man-to-man throughout the game.
Scholtes cut off, picks up her dribble to Gephardt. Gasson on the wing. Gets the ball back. Gephardt. Flyers playing some nice man-to-man defense.
A little late. They had her open on the cut, and that was Caitlin Gasson, but they missed her and got it to her too late.
Scholtes through defenders. Ball goes out of bounds off the Redskins. Flyers ball. Into the game, number 14, Ava Rose. So Grace Kanapke in the game. Flyers were down by 13 at halftime, within 7. Another chance to cut into that lead.
That's not like you're going to get 13 back all at one time. They'd like to get it down.
Gasson comes up with a steal. Pass ahead, there's Inwale, followed by Holscher. So the turnover and the steal by Gasson sets up the basket. Koenig, Pullman, drive, that's blocked again by Holscher.
She's always getting her hands on the ball, no matter where it is. She's always around the basketball.
She leaves in favor of Rose and Marion. Also, Roderman gets a break. Rose to Koenig. In the corner, Rethman will drive, will draw the foul on Gasson. First foul this half on Fort Loramie. 3:46 to go. 44-35 Fort Loramie over Marion Local. Non-conference action here. Lob to Pullman in.
So she gets another basket on the inside.
Pullman with 6 on the game. Scholtes gives it up. Working around the perimeter, Gasson on the wing. Marion trying to post up underneath. Finds Rose. Now Scholtes. Loramie running their patient offense. Gasson setting it up. Drives against Rethman.
Nice.
Finds Marion in. Nice pass around the defender and in. Marion finishes it off.
Just another case of unselfish basketball. You know, Gasson, she makes the move and makes the penetration. She sees the defender rotate over on her, and just a nice bounce pass for 2 points.
Pullman, too strong. Rebound Marion. Outlet pass to Gasson. Pass ahead. Work it around. Rose. Trey. Dana Rose.
There, they did a nice job pushing the basketball up the floor. And one of the hardest things about basketball at this level is to decide when to pull it out and when to follow and go for the basket. And Fort Loramie does a very good job of that. They recognize when they got the layup, and if it isn't there, they kick it back out and set things up or get the open three.
So 2:15 to go, third quarter, 49-37, Fort Loramie. In the game, Ava Rose gives it up to Heidi Rethman. Now Natalie Rethman. Go down low, Grace Kanapke is fouled. Kanapke will go to the line, will shoot two. Kanapke, one of three seniors on this team, along with Rose and Natalie Rethman, will shoot two.
And about 2 minutes ago, Marion had the lead down to 7. And all of a sudden, right now, it's back up to 12, 49-37.
Steal for a basket and a three-pointer makes the difference there. Kanapke splits the pair. Gets the lead to 11, 49-38. Coming up on 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Rose running the offense.
Now Loramie's in that 1-4 set, always changing things, never doing the same thing over and over.
Nice play there. Assist Marion, basket by Putoff. Drive by Holman. Brooke Holman is fouled, she'll shoot two. There's another look at that last play here. Holman gets a little bit of a step, draws the foul.
Yeah, they catch Fort Loramie napping there a little bit. They don't want to give up the baseline in that situation, but they weren't deep enough.
Replays tonight brought to you by Winners Meats, quality meats for 80 years. Our keys to the game sponsor is Keyhole Pizza. We'll have a player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco on our First National Bank scoreboard. Flyers draw it to 51-40, 1:42 to go, third quarter. Rose, very tall point guard on this Fort Loramie team. Passes it to Putoff. Entry pass to Holscher, kicks it out. Gephardt, that is short. Ball on the floor. Holscher did a nice job of keeping it away from a jump ball and draws a foul. Well, now the referees are conferring. And Fort Loramie called a timeout in there.
And the foul's going to go against Marion.
Full timeout. We'll step aside. You're watching girls high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us! For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Fort Loramie calls a timeout. They're leading by 11, 1:23 to go, third quarter.
Yeah, we thought maybe there was a foul call, but I think one official was going to call a foul, but the other one called timeout before the foul occurred.
Fort Loramie bench called the timeout there. Coach Siegel That goes out of bounds. Coach Siegel had her 400th win a few weeks ago against Houston. Currently sits at 405 in 20 years. It's a pretty good win percentage.
That's getting the job done.
2 state titles, 6 trips to state. Right now with 11-point lead. Flyers on the attack. Neatfeld with the basketball. Gives it up, Pullman. Out of Heidi Rethman. Leads all scorers with 15. Pass to Holman in some traffic. Puts up a shot. Rebound. Blocked from behind. Chased down. Flyers another chance. Neatfeld almost got it stolen. Gives it to Koenig. Kelsey now to Holman. 36 seconds to go before the quarter break. Lob to Holman. In some trouble. Now to Pullman. Pull up. In. Elena Pullman with the basket. Cuts the lead to 9.
She's shooting a good percentage from down low.
51-42, down to 15 seconds. Rose. Holster tried to drive. Now to 10 seconds. Around the perimeter. Rose. Try the 3. That is blocked by Pullman. And we will have a jump ball right before the quarter break with 0.3 seconds. Alternate possession will give it to the Redskins. They'll have to tip it in directly with 0.3 left. Rotterman checks in for Holscher. Into Schultes. That will end the third quarter of play with your score. Fort Loramie 51, Marion Local 42. We'll be back with quarter number 4 here on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
As we go to the fourth quarter, a good basketball game. Fort Loramie up by 9.
Yeah, Marion cut it down to 7 there midway in the third quarter, but couldn't keep it going. They lost momentum there. Now they trail by 9.
Flyers with the ball. Heidi Rethman to Koenig. Down to Pullman. Turnaround. Rebound Marion. Outlet pass to Gephardt. Loramie always pushing the tempo. This time the Flyers are able to get back. Redskins around the perimeter. Now Schultes in the corner. Rose, top of the key, in and out.
Boy, that's a nice looking shot. Nice rotation on the basketball.
Rethman tries to drive, tipped away. Neatfeld able to chase it down. Set up the offense. Too high over Koenig's head. We'll turn it over to the Redskins. Coach Stride wanted a tip on the play, but no doing, according to the men in stripes.
Flyers only had 1 turnover there in the third quarter. Took very good care of the basketball. There you have 9 right now.
Which against the Fort Loramie defense is excellent by Marion.
That's good. Coming in the ball game, Marion averaged 14 turnovers a game, so they're under that average.
Marion's playing a good game, 10-10. They've been a little bit up and down this year, but they've held their own against the #1 ranked team in Division 4. Drive by Marion. She draws the foul. Marion will wrap up their season on Thursday against Coldwater. Then they play Upper Soda Valley in their tournament game. That's next Wednesday. Pass into Rose, and we'll have a foul.
The other thing, Marion averages 44 points a game. Already they've got 42. And against this Fort Loramie defense, that's pretty good offense.
Yeah, we looked at some of the stats that Coach Strive gave us, and it seems like when they're, as a general rule, when they shoot decent, they shoot above 30, they win. They shoot under 30, they lose. And tonight they're definitely well above 30%.
And on the season, they're at 32%.
Rose hits the second. Lead back to 10, 52-42. Under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. So Redskins trying to end their regular season at 21-1. That one goes through a few flyers. Rose comes with the basketball. Outlet pass. Rotterman too strong on the layup. Rose comes up with the rebound and is fouled. Just the 15th foul, but it'll stay with the Redskins.
So once again, Loramie with a long diagonal pass gets the layup, but unable to convert it.
Loramie looking for their 17th straight win. As they go into tournament, and they hope to have a long tournament run. As Rose gets her own miss, will shoot 2.
She comes in the game 67% from the line.
Fort Loramie, the #1 seed in the Sydney tournament, Sydney sectional, as Rose hits the first. They'll play Massinawa Valley as the #13 seed. They win, then they'll play on Saturday the 23rd. If they win again, they'll be on Wednesday the 27th. We'll have that game on NKTelco, which will probably be against Mechanicsburg. All the seeds hold as battle for the rebound. Pullman gets tied up. As the Flyers fans wanted a foul on that play, as a battle for the ball. Alternate possession to the Redskins. Rotterman to Shoulders. Gephardt stolen away. Natalie Rathman draws the foul on Gephardt.
The local fans agree with that call.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Heidi Rathman checks back in the lineup. Marion local is #6 seed at the Walpock District. They play Upper Soda Valley, the 12th seed at St. Mary's on Wednesday the 20th. If they win, they'll play #3 seed at St. Henry. We'll have that game on NKTelco along with the first game that night, which will probably be New Knoxville and New Bremen. We're lining up our tournament schedule, trying to get as many games as we can for our local schools. And there's a nice defense by Shoulders, comes up with a steal.
Fouls on #32, Brooke Holman.
Foul on Holman for Marion local. Hope to have a lot of games from the MAC teams, also the Shelby County teams from the Sydney sectional. Hope to get some Sydney boys games, some MAC boys, Shelby County. Pretty full schedule, Ron. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Loramie is going to go 1-1 now because that was the 7th team foul on the Flyers.
Shoulders in. Shoulders started her season on JV, and about 4 or 5 games into it, there's some injury problems on the varsity. She got a step, she got an opportunity, and she took advantage of it. She's played herself onto the varsity level. She hits both foul shots, lead back to 13. Under 6 minutes to go. Natalie Rathman. Sammy Holscher recently checked in. Freshman gets her own rebound.
She had a good game on the JV game this evening. A lot of steals in that game.
She split some time, and there's a nice drive. Sammy Holscher with the basket. Just a freshman is getting another look.
There she got to the baseline again, and she's on the correct side of the floor there, being able to use her left hand while she's going left.
She split a little bit of time between varsity and JV. What I've seen on varsity, she makes things happen. This is the second one, gets the rebound. Knapke to the hole, is fouled. Grace Knapke, offensive rebound, will shoot 2 here from the foul line.
Loramie foul number 30, Dana Rose, that's her second.
Split a pair earlier here for the senior.
That's a 16 foul for the Redskins, so the next one, Marion will be in 1-1.
Short on that one, 5:23 to go. Knapke trying to hit the second. Rebound, almost a jump ball. Marion comes over. Rose pushes it ahead to Gasson. Puts up a shot and draws a foul.
She just kind of stood there on a block looking for a pass, and the defender kind of gave up on her, and she thought, well, I might as well shoot it.
Get another look here. Gasson, she's giving up 8 inches there to Knapke. She tries to go open under. She's by far the smallest player on the floor, but she's played big tonight. Now with 8 points. Substitution in the game, Holman and Koenig back in the lineup. Gasson just a sophomore. Usually the first guard off the bench. Has played a nice season, and there's a lane violation against Fort Loramie. Marion's ball. We'll have a 30-second timeout. Gives us a chance to once again thank our sponsors making this telecast possible. Wilson Health, caring without limits. Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, servicing communities for over 95 years. Grain Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door. Moran's Refrigeration, your appliance expert, serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years. PSG Automotive Outfitters, Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schwiedeman Pharmacies, located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapakoneta. New Knoxville Supply, Cargill, Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture. We will name a player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco. Our keys to the game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza. Replay sponsor, Winners Meats. And on our First National Bank scoreboard, with 5:15 to go, Fort Loramie by 12.
Fort Loramie just about reached their average. They're at 56 right now. They average 60 a game. Marion is 2 points over their average at 44.
Koenig to Holscher. Holman, or Rethman turns it over.
That's a 4th turnover for the Flyers here in the 4th quarter.
It's also the impact game today, as you see some of the gray T-shirts as both teams are honoring 2 fallen men who passed away in the last couple of years, Dan Toby and Aaron Rose, that both had a lasting impact on both school systems. Honoring those 2 fine gentlemen here tonight again. Game being led most of the way by Fort Loramie, but it's been a battle. Both teams have played well. Holscher now with the basketball. Gives it up to Scholas. It was a 1-point game at the first quarter break, a 13-point lead by Fort Loramie at halftime. Just 9 after 3, and now a 12-point lead. Holscher with the bat, shot, ball bounces around. Scholas comes up with it, and Aba is fouled.
So Fort Loramie right now, they're not rushing the shot. They're looking for the nice easy layup, or if they don't get that, they kick it out and try to get an open shot from the outside.
Scholas with the first. Now with 7 on the ball game. Natalie Rethman and Elena Pullman back in the lineup for the Flyers.
Scholas comes in at 73% from the line.
A lot of good averages for this Fort Loramie team. She hits a pair. Lead back up to 14. Rethman across the timeline to Heidi Rethman. Blocked by Scholas. Pass ahead to Rose in. Great pass by Holscher.
Yeah, it won't take many of those, and the game will be broken wide open if it isn't already with a 16-point lead now.
Redskins now with 4 players with 8 points and 1 with 9. Shows you the balance that they've had all year.
And that's just another thing that makes it hard on the defense, because you can't defend just one person. You got to defend all 5 of them. And in Fort Loramie's case, all 7, 8 of them.
A couple weeks ago when they played Anna, they won by 40 over a good Anna team. And the 2 leading scorers, Rose and Marion, the 2 leading scorers for the season, only had 2 points apiece, and they still won by 40. I doubt if any other teams can say that. Hit a whole bunch of threes on that day as they clinched the Shelby County League again. The title again. And Rethman through the hole draws the foul. Talk about Fort Loramie and their season they had, and well, we should, but Marion Local has played a very good ball game tonight. Could have rolled over down by 13 at halftime and have battled it. Right now it might slip away, but have played well tonight. Molly Rethman with a foul shot. Macy Imwally into the ball game. 5'8" junior. As well as Sammy Holscher comes in for the Flyers. 3:26 to go. It's the second. Gasson might have got away with the travel.
She took a couple steps before she took that first dribble, but they were so quick, I don't think a lot of people noticed it.
Holscher with a basket to Gasson. Imwally shot off the mark. Holscher to the hole will draw the foul.
Gasson does such a nice job. She's so quick out front. She can dribble, penetrate, and kick the ball out when she sees the defender rotate over. I did notice that she has an assist to turnover ratio of 2.
Wow.
And very unusual. You know, you see high school boys, high school girls, and very seldom do you see anybody with over 1. And it's very unusual for somebody to have a 2.
Especially with a point guard that's handling the ball so many times. That one's waved off, another lane violation.
I think she had 44 assists to 21 turnovers on the season. And for somebody that handles the ball as much as she does, and being 5'2", that's remarkable.
Koenig lobs it too high. That will go out of bounds, so we'll turn it over to the Redskins. With 2:48 to go, Redskins by 15. Check that, 16.
So it's an offense for defense there with Sammy Holscher coming in and Heidi Rethman coming out.
Well, tipped in the backcourt. Well, Loramie has to rush to get it across. Able to beat the 10-second count. Gasson to Marion. Imwally to Holscher as they work their offense. A lot of movement. Very good passing.
They're not in a hurry.
They don't just take a shot. They take only good shots.
Yeah.
And all their tall players can handle the ball really well. That's a big advantage.
And how many times tonight, you know, that we've said it, you know, a nice pass, you know. Sometimes you can go a whole game without saying that.
There was a couple nice passes in there. Myrie not able to hit it. Holman be bailed out by a timeout by the Marion local bench. Check, that'll be a full timeout. We'll step aside. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at bowlerstore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside bowlerstore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out bowlerstore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
Under 2 minutes to go. Fort Loramie with a 15-point lead, trying to close it out.
Yeah, right now they just don't want to foul, and on offense, just take their time. They don't have to shoot if they don't want to. They can do whatever they want to on offense. If you get a layup, take it. For sure, don't force anything. They haven't done that all game, so I wouldn't imagine they would do that in the final 146.
Rethman takes it to the basket, draws the foul on Imwally, so Rethman now with 7 points, trying to add 2 more. It's the first. Holscher back in, Schultes and Rose as well. Rethman, the senior. It's the second one. Cuts the lead to 13, 61-48. Pass is stolen by the Flyers. Rethman knocked away. Holscher, ball on the floor. Schultes comes up with it. We'll have a timeout for Loramie.
I think Coach Siegel saw it was getting a little sloppy there, and she wants to clean that up. Here, always teaching, always trying to get her point across, whether it's at the end of the game or before the game or whenever. You don't get 400 wins by letting things slide.
If you missed the first replay of this game, that was on Thursday, February 14th at 6 o'clock. The second replay is Sunday, February 17th at noon. You can also watch the games on WOSN and on demand on NKTelco Sports Facebook and on NKTelco.net. Yeah, follow up on your point. Now, it's a teaching moment. It's every little bit. And
she's got some subs in there right now, and they need to learn also. But Marion's going to pick them up, you know, full court, man to man, and so they need to be able to get the ball across, which they do.
Gephardt is fouled. Fort Loramie's 21-1 after today. Hoping to have a long tournament run, and you know, by Fort Loramie standards, they haven't gone to the state for 3 years. They had a stretch in there. They won 5 out of 6 years, won a couple state championships, and of course the game a lot of people were pointing to as a possible rematch with Minster. Both of them would be favored to meet, and it wouldn't be till regional finals. Of course, there's a lot of games ahead yet.
And
things can happen.
Double overtime game.
Double overtime that Fort Loramie pulled out. It was a great ball game at Fort Loramie, a near capacity crowd. Those powerhouse programs as Gephardt with a pair gives the lead back to 15. Koenig, back door, nice play. Rethman, that's too strong. Marion with the rebound, pass ahead. Koenig with a nice steal. Pass all the way, Rose comes up with it. That will go, loses the handle, will go out of bounds. The Flyers basketball with 1:14.
So, turnovers. They come in bunches. We just had 3 or 4 of them right there.
All the things we were saying how good they were doing turnover-wise.
Yeah, they blew that out of the water. That's 7 turnovers for Marion Local here in the 4th quarter. They only had 8 at the end of 3.
Marion to Gasson. That would be blocked and out of bounds. It will stay with Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie doesn't play again. Their first game is the next Tuesday, so they have a whole week here. I think Coach Siegel's playing her starters a little longer than normal just to have, since they're going to have a whole week off. Drive by Holscher and in. Kenzie Holscher, the first Redskin in double figures So we get another look. Gets the rebound with her long arms. Keeps the ball up high.
She played a nice game here tonight. A lot of deflections, which we've called, especially in the first half.
Subs for the Flyers, they have Meadfeld and Holscher. Grace Kanapkis. It's Coach Strive giving her starters a rest as they have a game on, one more home game against Coldwater. As the Redskins have a lot of substitutions as well. We'll try to note the players as we go along here in this last 57 seconds.
The Redskins number 10, I don't see her in the program, so I picked the wrong player out.
10 is Riley Heitkamp.
Riley Heitkamp.
There's a drive by Holscher off the glass and in. There's Riley Heitkamp with the basketball. Now to Corinne Heitkamp. Down low and in. Colleen Brandewy with the basket. Freshman on the tournament roster for Coach Siegel. Always an honor to be on the tournament roster, especially for a freshman. 23 seconds to go. Game for the Flyers, they got number 40, Mary Lou Holscher, number 50, Caitlin Hardings. And Bounty to Needfeld. Lob underneath, knocked away. Good play by Imwally. Heitkamp with the basketball. Gives it up to Corinne Heitkamp. 5 seconds to go. The Fort Loramie Redskins victorious here at the hangar. Final score in the First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie 68, Marion Local 50. We'll be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Loramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Fort Loramie Redskins defeat the Marion Local Flyers by 18 with the final numbers. Mr. Ron Cruzy.
For the Fort Loramie Redskins, they were 23 of 51 from the field compared to 18 of 38 for Marion. 5 of 14 from the three-point line and 4 of 6 for Marion from the free throw line. 17 of 22 for the Redskins. 10 of 14 for the Flyers. The rebounding battle went to Fort Loramie with 29-18 for Marion Local. Turnovers, 16 for Marion Local and only 10 for the Redskins. So big numbers there. Obviously the turnover factor, but most of those came for Marion Local. 8 of those came in the fourth quarter. The rebounding edge definitely went to Fort Loramie. That's mainly because Fort Loramie shot so well from the field. There weren't that many defensive rebounds to be had by Marion, who had just 18. And other than that, numbers look good really for both teams. The 16 turnovers is an inflated figure, I think, for Marion Local because of the fourth quarter, but everything else looked good for both teams. Both teams played well. Fort Loramie just played better, I think.
Yeah, it was a 1-point game after the first quarter. Fort Loramie had a 13-point lead. Marion got it down to 9 after 3, and they had it to 7.
Right.
And then fourth quarter, Fort Loramie pulls away 68-50. Fort Loramie goes to 21-1 as they complete their regular season. They will be in tournament next Tuesday against Massanutten Valley at Sydney High School. Marion Local they are now 10-11. They have one more game. It's an MAC contest on Thursday against Coldwater. Ron, let's talk about our player of the game. The smallest player on the floor had a big game, number 11, Caitlin Gasson.
Yeah, she had quite a game tonight. They all play good defense, but she kind of stuck out on the offensive end, handling the basketball. We mentioned that she has an assist-to-turnover ratio of 2-1. We don't have a assist and turnover figures for her individually tonight, but she did a very good job of using her speed to dribble, penetrate, and then she set up a lot of people on the outside, especially for 3 points, because she beat her person, got into the lane, and when the other person rotated over, she kicked it out to the open offensive player at the three-point line, and Fort Loramie shot well. So she was responsible for quite a few of those points tonight.
Congratulations to Caitlin Gasson, our player of the game tonight. Now that will wrap it up from here. For our director, Bryce Hamrick, and assistant, Ian Bolheimer. On camera, Ryan Gossard. My partner, Ron Cruzy. I'm Dave Konacki. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.